Hopefully the VOD won't be super annoying and just not work. Alright guys, so this is where we're at now. This is Puka casting because I'm awesome. And with that, what else is there? Well, this is Puka Relive series. It's just me going back and watching some OSLs and some old Brood War tournaments and casting them for your pleasure, my pleasure, and learning the game at the same time. So with that, anyone that's new, welcome. I haven't actually had the chat open for a while, so I'm not sure if anything new. I find my lack of mod to start. Oh, I gotta mod him. That's right. Mod. So apparently he's gonna fall asleep to my smexy voice. Okay, but let's talk about these players. IntoTheRain is a famous Brood War player. Actually, a recent news, like as of today, IntoTheRain is now a head coach. It's actually a Team Liquid headliner. Actually, you'll see. But Group D, there's a three-way tie: Isaac, IntoTheRain, and Marine. I'm gonna be cheering for Isaac. I don't really care much for IntoTheRain and Marine, to be honest. If I was gonna cheer for someone, the two players, it would have been Isaac and Lodum, because Lodum just looks like such like a nerd. Yeah, so that's where those stuff comes from. If we go back in just to games, if we look back, oh, this is gonna be Neo Hollow Valhalla right now as well. For Terran versus Protoss, this is a heavy Terran favorite map because of one base build is so powerful. You can even do like a 1-1-1 build that you get up the factory and barracks and you lift them off on the low ground and then start rallying to your opponent's base and then lift up an eBay and get high ground vision. It can just be really annoying for Protoss. Generally Protoss will fall on this map because it's imbalanced pretty much. But if we look at our history of these players, IntoTheRain, I'm looking for see here. IntoTheRain won that game. This really long one. Marine versus Isaac, no. Was this just the most recent one? No, so day 5 is when they played each other. IntoTheRain versus Marine. And looky, IntoTheRain won. Which I'm wondering what the map was. The map was actually this map. So this is going to be a complete rematch. It's like, well, grudge match. So if Marine can't win this, it would be nice. Yeah, Marine played a really, if I'm remembering this game correctly, IntoTheRain continued drop play and just didn't work out for him. It just did not work out for him. IntoTheRain was all over the place and then ultimately just kind of took bases and won. That generally doesn't happen if you do a good solid build order and you have your controls good against Protoss. Protoss has a very difficult time. Now IntoTheRain, really good Protoss. Apparently, according to the Team Liquid post, IntoTheRain was in his prime for 2000, 2001. So this is his best. That is IntoTheRain right there with his smoking hot face and hair, looking awesome and badass. I like this guy. I like this guy's hair. I really do. And he's like 18. And I love how they're like 35 now. And they're like 18 here. And I'm just like, well, you can pay attention to more modern news, or you can go back here and just be like, yo, I'm gonna watch this. All right, so we're getting into our game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. Oh wow, the overlay. Well, my bad. It wasn't like that was really that important anyway. Spawning in the 3 o'clock position. I apologize for that. It will be the teal Terran Marine here, not to be confused with the Marine, but Marine. And at the 9 o'clock position, as the white Protoss, it'll be IntoTheRain. And Marine, IntoTheRain, Marine, and I feel terrible because, I mean, he had awesome hair. He had awesome hair that you will never see unless you... Actually, you'll probably make a camera shot of him sometime. But IntoTheRain is actually going to be this awesome color. He will be white, and of course we'll have Marine. His good color of teal.
예, 뭐 맵을 잠깐 보면서 설명을 좀 드리겠습니다. 뭐 지금 뭐 두 선수의 어떤 진영 자체가 중요한 건 아니고.
Alright, so this is gonna be the map. It's gonna be cross positions-ish. So I mean, dropship play is not gonna even be very effective on this. You know, it's gonna. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be. I think. If Marine is to go. If Marine is to go for, if Marine's gonna be going for dropship play, it's going to probably not work. It's just not gonna work in these positions. IntoTheRain is just gonna be all over the map, and he's just gonna dominate. Now for our, if we could actually just get back to the game right now, and here we go. Marine's actually gonna be doing what most Terrans will do, is they're gonna lift off that building and then start rallying units through across the base. We'll probably put the factory down there as well, and he's gonna go mech, obviously. But the interesting thing about Terran versus Protoss nowadays is that, or not nowadays, back then, excuse me, or at this time, is you still see bio. You know, it's not even like hidden bio; it's like actual bio that is incorporated, which I want to kind of use in my playstyle. When I look at this, you know, I am personally sick of seeing just pure on mech. I kind of want to use bio. You know, it's not as good, but it's something that I find very entertaining. I hope you guys find it very entertaining. You know, it's not like pure bio. I mean, it just doesn't work against Protoss because Storm and Reavers is like ridiculous. But for early game, Marines are used in bio. No fire bats though. So we shall see. We shall see how this goes down. Okay, so the factory's gonna be finishing him right now. What's the IntoTheRain planning? He's probably going up to maybe shuttle real quick. You know, I really wouldn't know what Protoss would do. I'm trying to think. Shuttle, probably get a probe on the low ground, because generally Protoss wants to get their gateways on the low ground, and it looks like it's probably going to be a shuttle, or is that second gate? You didn't click on it. Why wouldn't you click on the... You can't tell what's warping in by Protoss. You can't. You cannot figure it out. There you go. It's going to be a robe. It's going to be a one-gate robe loop. Probably going to get a shuttle right away. Obs and maybe a support bay to get Reavers out fast. It could be that. But you want to get goons out, though, as well, because tanks can be an issue, especially if we start having sieging it up. But apparently, he's just gonna... Okay, no, he's still continuing to make stuff. He did make the machine shop on the high ground. You know what he might do? He might get a tank on the high ground, get siege mode, and then lower down to get another siege mode out as well. And we'll see. We get a nice camera shot of IntoTheRain playing. You've never seen him before. And IntoTheRain is going to be putting down pylons in his main base at this time, because that's what he does. Okay, the first tank's out. Now Willie lifted up. I know Terrans have done that. And it looks like he's going to continue to make units out of that factory, I think. There is a shuttle out there. He may just FE. Yeah, he's just going to FE. Okay. So apparently, maybe the commentator was onto something about when he was drawing those arrows over there. These bases can be really annoying to take because they are in siege line. If you got a siege tank over there, you can just make it really annoying. He's going to double expand. He's going to play really greedy. Or he's going to hide the probes and take them later on. But he's just gearing up for a later game. So well done by, interesting play by IntoTheRain right here. Looking as awesome and smexy as he always has been. Dropship's just kind of scouting what's going on. It's faster than OBS. He won't have to worry about any kind of shuttles or anything. Or any kind of Goliath to shut this thing down. And Marines aren't going to be on the high ground anyway. And these zealots, I don't really know what they're trying to do. He does get one zealot at this time. He might get a tank. Probably won't. He's up to 2 SCV kills. That isn't bad. 3 SCV kills for 2 zealots. Oh, that's great. That's great. That's really great. And his bond time to allow him to get up his expansion right now. Just adding a little part of aggression right there. Nothing crazy. But we'll just kind of throw off Marine for a little bit here. While he's getting up his expansion, he may not remember to check that expansion or something like that. He may know of that. Alright, the shuttle's making it across the map right now. And there's the support bit that I was talking about. Generally, you'll get Reavers. You get like Reaver. You get those High Templar. You don't get as many High Templar. And I wonder if this was actually before the patch, before that Storm did 150 damage. Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. Storm only does 125 now. They nerfed it a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Alright, so getting up the second gate right now. So it's just adding more gateways. IntoTheRain's gonna look to, put on some pressure right now. He's gonna have to do. There's a lot of bio, and this is what I was talking about. There's a lot of bio that is used in this matchup now, at this time. Alright, 2 racks. There's the factory. You might get a tank out now. I don't know why. I mean, Marine was, passive in his series against this between IntoTheRain beforehand. So it looks like he's gonna throw it on starport. No, a barracks. A third barracks? Really? Against Protoss? I mean, I understand bio is okay, but I mean that much bio is just is a little. I mean, you need enough to snipe off Reavers, because I mean splitting in this game is just god difficult. It's just not easy at all.
상당히 의미가 있다라고 보는 거예요. 임성춘 선수.
Alright, look at this.
탱크 2기로 다시 또 있을지 모를 드랍에 대비하고 있습니다.
Alright. Getting up the forge now.
포지를 올립니다.
팽팽한 긴장감이 감돌고 있는데 제가 보기에는 아주 그냥 새털
Templar Archives is finished, so he's gonna go for, I would say DTs, but it looks like actually IntoTheRain might be gearing up for his expansion at the 6th right now as well. And now they're on camera. I just wonder what the culture in Korea is at this time. Like, is it actually that females go to these things, or is it just because the boyfriend's like, I need to watch Brood War? Or is it actually that Brood War like actually is like people find, even females find this game interesting? I find this fascinating to me.
이성춘 선수의 선택은 뭘까요?
어떻게든지 탱크를 없애야겠죠, 지금 같은 경우.
Alright. So, Reaver's out right now. Oh, here we go. And this is what I was talking about, like the 1-1-1 aspect. But the Reaver's out though. This is a little bit more delayed. You generally want to. What I've seen is that players will rally, but we may not even see that this game. Ooh, he may get a tank kill. Sadly, though, they're not speed locked, so that's unfortunate. But these tanks, though, and Marines will be able to deal with this. Nice micro. Start stepping backwards. Nice stepping back in. Ooh, that goon on the high ground now. Oh, the DT. There we go. Like I said, I don't think it was going to be High Templar, but DTs, man. But we'll get evaporated very quickly. He's probably going to want to look to get a turret up there or something like that. And this is the way I said, it can be very annoying to deal with this, but the DT could actually do a lot of damage. Right? He's going to run out of scans soon, because remember, there's going to be no second base for scans. I mean, he may have another scan, that's probably about it. But he's going to be hitting the... wow, Artosis pylon much, actually. And IntoTheRain's like, whoa, dude, what's going on? Yo. Alright. The Reaver is out now. Reaver? Alright, so the Reaver is coming in here. Can he get a good shot off? I mean, a Reaver can quickly evaporate this army. But, oh, like that's why you don't go a lot of bio. That is exactly the reason why. DT Reaver just wrecking that up. Well played by IntoTheRain right there. I'm gonna be able to clean this army up with lost the 2 Reavers, but broke out of the contain though, which is the important thing. And look at this again. Marine doesn't take expansions, and he's been fairly passive. I wouldn't say like that was obviously not passive, but he took a while to get there to apply that pressure, and he has no expansion. And IntoTheRain has his third on the way. So Marine was going for an all-in, and now it didn't work. So great, that is fantastic, because now we are at the point in the game where, well, he's dying to DTs, and this is very unfortunate. He's gonna have to scan. He's gonna have to scan and blow up his own tank. And he still gets the tank. IntoTheRain, you are some beast. He's still okay. And the Obs will die because of turrets. But now Marine's gonna play very defensive because he has no mobile detection out right now. And now IntoTheRain is gonna be very aggressive. It's kind of like the opposite of what you think of Terran versus Protoss now, where Protoss is just like a 2-gate goon, and when this is actually when Terran can be way more aggressive, which I find very awesome because it's completely opposite. Just because it's the map. I love this map. I adore this map. Because it has so many entertaining games on it. IMO. Alright, so dropping onto what appears to be the third base. Marine somehow knew about this despite using all of his scans to find DTs, but there's so many dropships, like it becomes DT, like, it's not, it becomes like pretty much relying on shuttles and dropships a lot of the time to get mobility all over the place. And okay, so this is actually what IntoTheRain did as well. He did like a 3-base carriers, where he was so far ahead. Carriers did a good amount of damage. Carriers like Heartbreak Ridge, and kind of in the same fashion as Fighting Spirit. I would say more lines like Fighting Spirit, where carriers are okay, but they have to be on the like edges of the map, because I mean obviously there's islands and stuff, so it allows for carriers to be effective. But they really have to be on like the outskirts of it, so they can't really go rally across the map. So they take a while to get out and rally. And that's kind of the reason why he's probably making the Stargates at the 6 o'clock anyway, to rally faster. But he's being very active with his shuttles though, which I really like. They're not speed, as he's completely depowered off his like 4 technical things. We get a nice pan of the audience right there, and there's like 1 female, which is what I love. They take the screenshot of like the 2 females standing together, and that's like all the females that are there, to make it appear that there's actually more, but there's actually not. There's all like nerdy guys. And that's what I was talking about earlier, where the gates start coming on the low ground, start rallying units, and there's the fleet beacon to get up there. Those damn awesome carriers. He's gonna be going in here. I mean, Marine's doing a good amount of damage on this base. And again, I mean, I've never seen those low ground buildings actually go up. I have never seen a Protoss get them up. I don't think I've seen a Protoss win on this map except for IntoTheRain, but he went carriers and never did that in the first game. And why do you decide to lag now? I was getting really into this cast, yo. Ugh. It'll finish buffering soon. I will guarantee you in like 3, 2. Oh, there we go. I called it. On 2. Mainly Bio. Marine is playing it very odd. I mean, oh, the DT though. Oh, why would you? No, this is gonna be intense. Let's just go back. Let's just pan back a little bit. Let's go back a little bit. Karya, you know. Sorry for going backward, ladies and gents, but we need to relive this. So yes, he's coming in here, killing out some bases right now. We'll force a cancel, probably on both. I believe he kills off. I'm not sure if the gate finishes. Probably does. But the DT over here clearing out some of the tanks right now. And ooh, it does. I think it gets killed. I think that gate does get killed off right now. Something's happening over there. I think we might have a lot of dead Marines soon. I think we might have a lot of dead Marines very soon, because if those Reavers get shot stuff, we may see a lot of dead Marines right now. This is gonna be the money Reaver shot. Only gets 1 so far, and all the Marines. 1 Reaver will force an entire army of Bio to retreat. That's how ridiculous they are against Bio. All right. bringing more brethren of DT's DT Reaver carrier is the choice of unit composition that we see this game. Amazing stuff right here. Oh, that Reaver could be dominating. Oh, wow. And just watch how quickly Bio melts. It's just ridiculous. Really making him scared. It was very cost effective. Wow.
생산이 안 되죠, 저렇게 저러면. 어떻게 된 거죠? 예, 아까 전에 만들어뒀던 다크템플러인가요?
Ooh, the DTs over there. I mean, these DTs are doing so much damage. No vessels are out. No vessels are out. And that's what I was saying earlier. Those low ground expansions, Terran will have another advantage where nice control with the bio, though. Only lost 3 from that. Well, can take this high ground advantage and just be really ridiculous because they can hit the mineral lines. And the Rain's just kind of smirking right there because he's kind of really mad. Kind of pissed off right now. Still doing the carrier transition, though. This might just be a standard PvP build, actually. Because there really isn't a lot of Protoss. There wasn't a lot of Protoss. In the end, a bio drop, Terran versus Protoss. And he's not dying. This is gonna hurt IntoTheRain a ton. And Marine has just got himself right back in this with his drop play. You know, his 1-1-1 didn't work, it got delayed. But that, man, that's good. That's really good. Really, really nice. Very well done. And he's still in the main base right here. The Reaver can change that very easily. But nice, well done by Marine. Very well done. And he has what, a carrier? I really hope Marine knows how to deal with carriers. The Reaver will clean it up. High Templar Archives lasts with like 20 HP right there. Alright, Marine's going to be pushing down right here. Going to see what he can do to pressure this bottom left-hand base right here with the siege staying. And Marine's to hopefully kill off a shuttle before it can land. Because if a shuttle lands with whatever, it's going to probably kill off that. We do have... Let's see what Marine's doing right now on the minimap. I don't see many new bases right now. Really all I'm seeing on the minimap... Oh, wait. Okay, looks like we have a drop of maybe another expansion coming up in the top left-hand. Carriers have shown themselves right now, and this will allow Marine to start getting up the armory if he doesn't already have it, and upgrades for the Goliath, and start getting those Goliath numbers up right here. Gonna be bringing in the triple shuttle right here. The Reaver will instantly die here. The Stealth are going to be coming here, clawing their way, side-blading Marines to death right here. They are pretty good. Medics are medic walling that Marine right there, but the tank will die. And that's response to that. I believe IntoTheRain is going to be trying to expand in the top left-hand corner with the shuttle, probably dropping off a probe of sorts over there. And, alright. Marines are okay against early, not in reduced numbers of carriers. When there isn't a ton of interceptors out, but once they start getting really, really high and start being able to... Right now, that's shit really silly for bringing the carriers because they're not going to accomplish anything. You have to spend 15 minerals or 25 minerals for each interceptor, and they're just going to die anyway, so there's really no point to even use the carriers. Gonna be bringing in the DT right now. Nice scan reaction right there. Only losing 2 Marines. I'd lose like 10 by the time I can get my scan off. Alright. Oh, the tank will go down though, which is nice though. Which I guess is the reason why he was wanting to do that. He has 3 carriers though, but I mean, look at the, there's like no interceptors though. There's really none. But the DT right there slicing his way down there, and I just don't think Marine has enough scans at this time. I think he's double expanding right now at the the middle-ish 4 o'clock, and then like the 4 itself. I'm not sure if those are expansions though, because again the minimap is pretty blurry to me. He actually has another command center in his main base right now. He's a lot of turrets though. Alright, carriers are going to try to harass this. I mean, same thing can be applied to the carriers as tanks can. I mean, they can do their best right now to harass right now. But they're in the open, though. If there were to be Goliath, which there are none, Sadly for Marine, I don't really know what he's thinking at this time, especially with factories just chilling right there. These carriers are probably going to be able to clean up shop for these factories at least, because these Goliaths aren't going to accomplish anything. And then we have the double expansion from IntoTheRain in the top left-hand corner of the map. One at the 9, like the inward 9 or the inward 10, and then at the top left-hand corner. But we have a major bio drop happening at the 6 o'clock right now. There's just so much bio in general. Going to be focused firing the beacon, I believe, the fleet beacon. No, he's not. He's target firing. Okay, no, he's going for the mineral line here, forcing the retreat. IntoTheRain is going to be forcing the retreat of the carriers right now. But the cannon's doing so much damage, but now the mineral line is exposed at this time, and probably will start racking up the drone probe kills, excuse me. And the carriers are back right here, which should force these Marines to retreat right now. And DTs are in the action right now. Marines are going to try to do their best to just try to target fire the holes of the carriers, but with the DTs constantly following them, they're going to have to start target firing the DTs, which is happening. The DTs are just one hit, one slicing, I should say. The Marines in IntoTheRain has successfully defended, but taking a severe amount of probe casualties in the process. Marine is looking like he has a really concentrated base, which is true, but he's still off a 2 base, and he really should be looking to take that 3rd base at this time. But carriers are still being annoying somehow in the middle of the map, which does not make sense to me whatsoever. But whatever. Ooh, taking some fire on the retreat as well, and that's the issue with carriers, because they take fire on the retreat, especially the holes, as carriers, as their interceptors aren't gonna stall for any time. But it's in the center of the map. Everyone is looking highly anticipated, standing around, because that's how they do it. But IntoTheRain is off of like 4 bases, and that like. The inward like 10 is not even being used right now. I'm not seeing any probes or anything right there. There we go. Yeah, there's nothing there. Looks like we just have some mobile dropships going around the map right now. We may see some drop play, excuse me. I'm trying to stay heavily focused on the mini-map as best as I can. Oh, we'll see the shuttle right there. And will he react in time? I don't think he was paying attention. But the speed shuttle is going to be making their way back down to the shuttles right now, to the dropships, excuse me. No, he's not going to go back right there. He's thinking that he's going to drop or expand there. That's probably why he's doing that. But we're going to have a major drop happening over here. Only the 2 photocans are going to finish just in time, but I don't think it's going to matter. The amount of units that are going to be piling out of these 3 dropships is going to be insane. This top left-hand base is going to be done for IntoTheRain. Well done for this harassment of Marine right here. And IntoTheRain is going to bring up his own 4 shuttles to deal with this, though. But that might be a mistake, as they might just die, as Stim Marines do have a ton of DPS dealing right now. Oh no, he's just going to storm. And storm! Ow! I mean, it didn't kill off that much, but he will lose that base. Look at the Archon in the storm. Nice storm dodging right there. Wow, really nice control by Marine right there. But the Archon, though, will kind of rip this apart. No, wow, the Archon didn't, and losing the High Templar. IntoTheRain, just poor control, or just really nice control by Marine to storm dodge right here. And now he's going to bring another High Templar to finally storm and kill his army off. But at what cost? Effectiveness of that army, man. He broke the hole on that, and it's just allowing for more maneuverability of the mech army of Marine, just wasting some bio troops, and that's how you use units that are not effective. Like in late game, like don't just throw them away for cost of supply. Use them for something, you know. And that's how you use them in that regard. Like, make them the most cost-effective thing as you can, and then use that supply for the actual late-game unit content. And we just have IntoTheRain. That was very poor control by you, but you still ended up with the base though. But he did trade a lot of high gas units for what? Marine medic. That by itself is pretty good. But this base by IntoTheRain though is gonna have some difficulty right now, and it looks like we did have 2 new bases being established in the bottom right-hand corner for Marine, and a little northwest of that, a little bit more inward, inland. That low ground base.
임성춘 선수는 계속 지금 수비를 하고 있는 양태라는 거죠.
Okay.
예, 지금
And this base has completely stopped mining in the bottom left-hand corner for IntoTheRain right here. Well done by Marine by really using the high ground advantage with his tanks. Carries going to be advancing towards the main base of Marine right here. We'll be confronted by a single Goliath right here, but we'll just clean that up at this time. And again, just going to be advancing here. He's going to be able to do a good amount of damage. A lot of shuttles are going to be following this with Storm to help back up if there's going to be any kind of issues right here. Remember, if the entire duration of Storm hits a Goliath, it will go down as Storm does 125 damage. So Storm is very highly effective right here, especially if Bio comes back. So seeing what he can do right here, there's a lot of turrets here though. Oh, the High Templar might get killed off, forcing the Storm to only kill off 3 Marines right there. The carriers are deeply entrenched in this main base at this time. Can IntoTheRain really do enough damage to deal with this? I mean, really, Marine's gonna have to bring in dropships to elevate himself into this main base right here, which I don't think he can. Well done by IntoTheRain right here. Well done. Wow, but it also appears that we have some kind of draw play happening at the main base or something happening over there, especially in the bottom left-hand corner. Marine has killed off that base, but I think we're also having something happening over at the natural-ish area of IntoTheRain right here. Let's see what's figuring out. The commentator will not go there, but we have a big bio drop happening over here, killing off a lot of production facilities on the low ground. Again, I have never seen a unit being created out of those ever, and it just continues to happen. But really well done by IntoTheRain, really kind of killing off a lot of production right here. We'll clean it up with an Archon. Did he just feedback that? No, he didn't. And wow, and 2 unpowered gateways right now. Just oh, these tanks, man. Alright, so very intense Terran versus Protoss on this map. Oh, and again, really utilizing these tanks. The tanks are using the high ground, but is in range of a cannon, and it looks like that will get sniped off. Somehow that, man, no, it will not. That tank will live, surprisingly. But we have a Zealot drop in the bottom left-hand corner, bottom right-hand corner, excuse me, but did get cleaned up right now. But there's still no answer by Marine to fix up his main base right there. And little Asian kids watching this as well, they're happy, they're smiling. Carriers are just continuing to do what they can just to clean up any kind of production, really kind of restricting Marine to probably take a new main base at pretty much that. And he snipes off on yet another base of the IntoTheRain, kind of restricting him to the top left-hand most space, unless that got cleaned up as well. Marine's just, yeah. IntoTheRain looks awesome and badass as usual. And yeah, just carriers are still up there, man. And okay, we look like we have another bio drop happening in the 6 o'clock, but there's enough to defend though. That won't do anything. And especially without medic support right there, that's not going to do anything. We'll keep you tabs on that. And well, actually, 2 more dropships full of Goliath are coming in here. Alright, going to be going here, but still no medics to support these Marines. There's only two Goliath here with 8 Goliath right there. Gonna be good. Nice Storm going down though. And this is going to get cleaned up. The Zealots are doing a really good number onto the Goliath, trying to storm dodge, but kind of walked out, then walked back in. Did force off a good amount of storms, though, but ultimately, at the end of the day, this push has been thwarted for the most part. At least I think it has. If he makes an Archon, he probably can. And literally the whole main base of Marine has been decimated. Well done. And it looks like Marine's taking the center base right now as well. And IntoTheRain, I think he's only running from the top left-hand most base. So it's kind of a very odd scenario, or at the top left-hand most base in the 6 o'clock. While Marine is mining off the bottom right-hand most base, the inward base diagonal that is northwest from that base, and then in the center base northwest of that base is the center, and he's mining from that, or will be. Because an issue with these carriers though is where do they go from now? Because won't there just be Goliath in position to take him out? I guess they could go northbound and then probably just go around, but we'll take some time. And we'll inside storm. But not doing too much though. And the Rain's looking very focused right now. Just clearing up the whole main base just clearing up the whole main base right now. It's kind of in moderate range of the Goliath though, and they're really clearing up interceptors very quickly. Alright. Alright, it looks like IntoTheRain has expanded, I think twice now, at the 12 and at the inward 10 o'clock as well. Oh man. Still the center base is still like there for Marine. We're getting the eye shot. Like, why do we need the eye shots? I mean, it's just honestly, I don't think we really need to emphasize the Asian eye. We know that they're Korean. We know that. I guess if they're white, we could emphasize it, but even still, we don't really need it. And he's gonna put down an eBay or a barracks or something? I don't even know what that is. An academy? What was that? An eBay. They even said eBay. And it's 12. Bam. Oh, and the center base got killed off. A little sad, but I mean, you couldn't really expect much. Well, while this game's been, still pretty even at this point, I can't really call who's winning right now. As I mean, it's mainly Mass Carrier versus Goliath. I mean, I've seen it both ways and both ways. Goliath, the benefit there is that, one, this map is very open, which allows for Goliath to be very effective. However, there are cliffs that allow for carriers to be effective on, and it turns out IntoTheRain is on those cliff areas. But carriers do require interceptors to work. So if it works, and man, he's still putting down more barracks. He's still trying to go bio. Marine, you beast. Marine, you beast, you are crazy. Looks like turret rings happening in the center of the map right now to kill off observers and carriers and stuff. Carriers are, Goliath are just kind of going up and down right now. We do have a SCV transfer. But I really think IntoTheRain's going to have more bases soon, though, because he's kind of taking like the north part of the map right now. I think it's going to be expanding to the natural of the 12 o'clock right now as well. So this is looking intense right now. I don't know where these SCVs are going. No, actually, it actually turns out that Marine's going to take that base. However, there will be an observer of IntoTheRain that will be scouting that, and let's see what will happen. I'm not really sure if the carriers can go that way, as there's going to be way too much open ground and allow for Goliath to really kind of snipe them off. And right now that the inward 4 o'clock is starting to mine low. I don't know what the bottom right hand situation is either, but I'm sure that both players are starting to get a little bit mined out at this point. 5,000 minerals banked, 6,000. Wow. Okay, so wow. So there's actually 6K bank for Marine. So he could go. I guess that might be the reason why he's getting a ton. And IntoTheRain has like no. I mean, he's macroing very well. He has a supply lead right now. That's pretty cool how they do it. I wish I could do that.
제가 보기에 정희석 선수가 레이스만 나온다면 지금 임성춘 선수 힘들어요 지금. 예, 그러나 정희석 선수 지금 좀 파괴되고 불만.
Alright, and just continuing to harass right here. Well done, well played. And he's on the high ground. I mean, like the whole main base of Marine is now on the low ground. Like he has no main base. It looks like a camp from Campaign, like where the computer will like have like an outpost. That's kind of what it looks like. Like we put depots in random spots. And I honestly don't know what the Korean commentators are talking about right now. But the carriers are continuing to clean up, the minimal forces of Marine right now. Marine just hasn't pooled all of his economy into making some central army. We have a GG by Marine. Wow. And IntoTheRain will take game 1 of Group D. Wow, that was a very intense game. IntoTheRain looks pretty happy right now. Can't really, sorry.
완전히
Moraine looks
탈출한
full wiped
상태입니다.
out. In the rain,
자,
just like,
임성춘
wow.
선수
Just like,
승리를 거두고요.
God, what, like, that
8강의
was
조
intense.
1위로 진출합니다.
Like, whoa. Well played, well played. That was intense for me to cast in general, but we'll end that VOD right here, guys, and we're going to go jump right into our next game.
치열한 난전. 자, 마지막 상황에 과연